Hi guys, I'm back for another book talk. So today I'm going to be talking about preschoolers and toddlers because I know that this is a group of kids that we so desperately want to read to, but sometimes they're not as interested in reading as we want them to be. And this is something that friends ask me a lot. How do I get my toddler or my preschooler to read with me? Every time I try to read, he gets up and runs away. Well, one of my favorite tools for this is books that you sing. I find that with a lot of kids, as soon as you turn a book into a song and it's more of a performative experience rather than just, it's time for bed, little mouse, suddenly you are making it 10 times more engaging and they're more likely to sit and look at you and pay attention. A lot of times these are familiar tunes to them and kids are naturally primed to pay more attention to tunes that they know. And so this is one of my secret weapons. There's several of them out there. I will probably talk about them on different days, but today the one that I want to talk about that I love on so many levels is I Know a Wee Piggy by Kim Norman. Now, this book is genius on so many levels. And I don't mean to oversell it, but it's amazing. This book is meant to be sung to the tune of There Was an Old Lady Who Swallowed a Fly. So it's about a pig who goes to the county fair with his owner. And the first thing he does is he starts getting in trouble, running away, getting mixed up in all kinds of shenanigans. And his owner is constantly running after him, trying to get to him. And it's very cute. The illustrations are very whimsical, high energy. And again, you're singing the whole time. I know a wee piggy who wallowed in gray, orange and gray, a brilliant display. But the other thing I love about this is that it's a great color teaching book. Now, we all know that we're hoping that our kids know colors by the time they get to preschool and kindergarten, but who wants to do constant quizzing of our kids? What color is this? Green. What color is that? Blue. What color is my shirt? It's so much more fun to teach colors and numbers and letters through great books that you share in a joyful setting. And so this is a great one for color. So the younger crowd can really get a good feel for colors. This is for yellow. We've got one for pink. Here he is getting mixed up with cotton candy. Something else that I like to do with it as the kids get a little bit older is I start to get them to flex their phonological awareness muscle. Now, phonological awareness is kind of a reading teachery term for the part of your brain that detects similarities and differences in sound. It's kind of like the big brother of phonics. Phonics we're more familiar with, that's the correspondence between sound and letters. But before we start teaching kids phonics, they really need to have a good feeling for what are the sounds and how is b different than p, and how is nd different than ng with an ng. And so the more that we can start priming them to really listen to and differentiating those sounds, the easier reading is going to be when you start that instruction. So one of the best ways to start laying the foundation for stronger phonological awareness is reading books with rhyming and reading books with alliteration. And this book has both in kind of a fun, puzzly way. So each time the piggy gets into some trouble, after it says all of the colors that he went through, it says, Piggy says, too pale, I think. I'd better add a pinch of... Now there's two clues for the next color that's coming. One of them is the rhyme, too pale, I think. And sometimes I'll really land on that rhyme so that they really hear it. Too pale, I think. I'd add a pinch of... And of course, the next one is pink, and it's on the next page. So they have a minute to really think about it, and you can kind of play a little game with them and see if they, and the book is too long for them to memorize it. It's really hard to remember the order of colors, red being before white, being before yellow, whatever. They really will rely on these sound cues here to figure it out in real time. The other cue is the last word, or the second to last word before the next one. So I think I'd better add a pinch of, so this is alliterative with the color. So we have a rhyme for the color, I think, and then we have an alliteration for the color, a pinch of pink. Another example, pink's a bore, I heard him bellow. I need about a yard of, and so depending on what you want to work on, or maybe you let the kids put it together, you can help them start to feel like they're reading the book and participating with you, but also giving them a challenge to really start listening and figuring out the puzzle. A lot of times you don't even need to point out what the rule is. Listen for the word that rhymes with bellow, but they'll feel it. You know, they've read it with you enough, hopefully by then, and then they're like, I heard him bellow, I need about a yard of, and yellow will just flow because of the alliteration and the rhyme. But if they really struggle with it, you can help make it more explicit. But either way, it's fabulous on all of these levels. Teaching colors, captivating their interest with sound, teaching alliteration, teaching rhyme, and it's so cute. And I just love it. And I hope that you will try it with your preschooler immediately. What are you waiting for? Go, get it.